Nationals is sitting just over 9 weeks away at the point of recording this voiceover. And I know a lot of athletes are starting to feel some pressure with meet day approaching. But one thing I want to get really clear is 9 weeks or just over 9 weeks is actually a lot of time. It's a lot of time for your lifts to change. Whether your lifts are feeling really bad right now, you have a lot of time to recover your lifts and get things to start trending better. On the flip side, if your lifts are going really, really well right now, there's a lot of time for things to start going poorly. It's important that we don't get caught up in the emotions that we're feeling from this pressure. I know a lot of people who start counting themselves out of meets because their lifts aren't feeling good 12 weeks out, which is crazy to me. 12 weeks is so much time to get things moving forward. Even where we are in prep right now, 9 weeks is plenty of time to get your damn numbers up, that's for sure. A little bit of a personal anecdote on this, but in May of 2025, my squat was in a really bad spot. I was struggling with 270 kilo singles. Things were just not feeling great. And within an 8-week period, I hit my first 300 kilo squat. I let go of the emotions. I was running some really smart programming that was clearly effective for me. But within an 8-week period, by the time July swung around, I hit a 300 kilo squat for the very first time. 8 weeks was all it took for me to display the peak of my squat strength. Then on the flip side of that, going into Westerns 2024, I was feeling incredible. I had so much momentum for so many blocks. I got a little bit carried away with things, and going into that peak, I got cocky. I pushed myself a little bit too aggressively, but by the time meet day came around, I was toast. It was one of my worst meets of all time. I lost, something like 30 kilos on my total. I only made 3 or 4 attempts. So it's important to remember that the pendulum can swing very quickly. So do your best to stay towards baseline from an emotional standpoint. If things are going poorly, don't get too upset. You have plenty of time for things to recover. And if you're on a training high right now and you're absolutely killing it, come back to baseline. Let's try and be as realistic as possible, as strategic as possible, and make sure that we're not overreaching in prep and killing our chances on meet day. All right, and now a little bit about, this week's training. My primary deadlift day, and then my secondary squat and primary bench day. Things are going good. I can't complain. I'm never super strong on a week 1. I don't run any deload intro weeks or pivots. I just flow right from a week 4 into a week 1. And typically that week 1 is light enough for me to recover and then start trending really well from week 2, 3, and 4. So the speed was nothing fantastic, but I'm extremely confident that next week things are going to be moving even better. This was a great introduction into the block. Another thing I'm really excited about is this is the same block I ran when I squatted 300 kilos for the first time. So I know this works for me. It's backed by data. I'm really excited to see my squat start to show up this block. And frankly, it will be at the perfect time. All right, I'm going to speed run my goals for this block. On my Monday session, I have a 3x2-1 squat. I would love to get that to around 250. On my primary bench day, I have a top double. I really want 177.5 to 180. And then on my primary deadlift day, I also have a 3x2. I think if I finish at 285, I'm going to be in a really good spot going into the final stretch of the peak. So stay tuned. Things are about to get exciting.